Hello, hello, hello. Last time we talked about the 6 different techniques for value proposition. In this video, we're going to talk about the primary questions. So we're going to cover here different levels when talking about the value proposition. Let's begin. The value proposition must be framed within customer logic. So this is the inverse perspective we were talking about. So you put yourself in the shoes of the customer rather than the company logic. And this is why I always tell you, please start with the customer rather than the company itself. So first of all, it should be a central value proposition, just like in marketing. Those students who took the marketing class, principles of marketing, probably at the very, probably I'm saying, probably. And if the teacher didn't do that, then it's not a problem. I'm telling you, back in the 60s, we were talking about marketing being product-based, marketing as a product-based. And probably was also, and in the 70s as well. And this is probably why countries like Japan has shined a lot, because they were focusing on innovative products, on technology products. And if you guys know that Sony, the founder of Sony, he was the Walkman. The Walkman was his pet project. So he was the one who made this Walkman. And he said, customers don't know what they want in technology. Customers don't know the technology. They don't know what we can provide them, what's there, what's out there. We need to introduce the technology to them. So that was the marketing back in the time, old days. Now we're talking about customer-centric approach, not product-centric approach, but customer-centric approach. Is all about the customer. And I hope that even in communication, you have sensed that, since we started with the customer database. So we started with that customer database. It's all about the client. It's all about the customer. Group the customers, and now we are trying to communicate with the customers, and it's going to be all about a central value proposition. And again, the question is, if I am your ideal prospect, why should I buy from you rather than the competitors? So the fundamental questions that we already covered is, if I am a particular prospect, why should I take this action rather than this or these other actions? So the central value proposition is basically answering the main question. If I am your ideal prospect, why should I buy from you rather than buy from any other competitor? So you need to take this action rather than taking this action. So you don't have to badmouth the competitors, but you can shine through telling us why you are different. Core versus derivative value proposition. The core. The customer logic demands an obvious connection between the company and its products and its different prospects. So first of all, you start with the prospects, the customer, the potential customer. Understand what kind of benefits the customer perceive for each product that they buy, and that would be understanding the customer logic. There are different levels. So there is in the core, there is the primary level, there's the product level, there's the prospect level, and then the process level. I think the process level, you understood that the value proposition for a specific step in the process and in the design. The primary level is the overall value proposition of a company. The overall. The product level is the value proposition of an individual product. The prospect level is the value proposition for an individual prospect type. So the primary level is basically the positioning of the company, the overall value proposition of a company. If you guys remember again that very lovely diagram that I have benefit, like a tree diagram that I have benefit A, B, C, D, and one of the benefits was the value positioning, the positioning statement. So this is the primary level. And then the product level is what different values or benefits this product can offer. But I should communicate with you that benefit that is close to your or relevant to you or associated with you. If I don't have any data about you, I will never know. But if I know much about you, I will know how to talk to you. Let's give an example. These are the different value propositions templates that we talked about in the past. And this is by far is my favorite, not only because Jeffrey Morse has published has written a very interesting book in Crossing the Chasm. It's called the Crossing the Chasm. It is also a very interesting template. So you can just say, for non-technical marketers who struggle to find return on investment in social media, we or our product is a web-based analytics software that translates engagement metrics into actionable revenue. Another one is this template that we covered also in class earlier. We talked about how this is not a very good example. In fact, do I have an X here? No, I don't. I should animate an X over here. These are like Flickr for video or a Friendister for dogs. This is not the whole value proposition, but this could be kind of stamped on the side. Do you remember there in one of the slides where we have the little golden stamp on the side? Something like that could grab the attention and in no time makes me understand the Firefox of media players. So it's something similar to that. So you associating yourself with something very well known, but it's the same idea but in a different industry. We help X do Y by doing Z. This is exactly what a value proposition is. And Steve Blank's, I love Steve Blank. He has very interesting publications in entrepreneurship. And basically, he's saying this is a nice sample. We help non-technical marketers discover return on investment in social media by turning engagement metrics into revenue metrics. Do you see? It's almost the same. Do you see? This is almost the same, but written in different style. Now, if you are doing brainstorming, then I suggest that you use Cooper's matrix here, the CPS template. C stands for customer, P for product or problem, and S for solution. So you can just type, here's the customer, here's the problem, here's the solution. Especially if you are in one of these circles where you're doing entrepreneurship and something like, if you're doing something like the halt price, this is one of the things that you need to articulate very, very clearly. What is it? What's the problem? And what is your solution? Now, here's another example. In his how to pitch venture capital presentation, Dave McClure, I think Dave McClure also published a book where the cover is all blue and he's on the book, and it's all about pivoting an idea, a 3-step checklist for creating positioning. This is for positioning statement. It should be short and simple, memorable, answers the what, the how, and the why. 3 keywords or phrases. This is for positioning, and it should be it has no jargons at all. So do not have jargons. For example, KISS. So mint.com is the free, easy way to manage your money online. This is positioning statement. It's free, so it's not for money. So this is positioning yourself in the market, competing with others on price. Easy way to manage your online money. Another template also we talked about in class, and I'm talking about again, is this template. This is to highlight the enormity of the problem that you are tackling. For example, here's the problem. One person dies of melanoma every 62 minutes. Melanoma or melanoma. So tell us what upfront, what is it that you're selling? So we offer a dermatoscope, a Dermatoscope. Okay. I thought it's a dermoscope. A dermatoscope app for iPhone that enables people to easily diagnose their skin, leveraging patent pattern recognition technology trusted in the World Health Organization. Look at that. Associating themselves with the WHO, then talking about being patent. So this is a unique selling point. Nobody else can use their algorithm, their pattern recognition technology, because it's patent. Template number 7. This template is talking about why choose this product, what is the product, and who should choose this product. In fact, who should be at the top? The easiest operating system for notebook PCs. The most secure payment gateway for mobile e-commerce. I don't like the most and the easiest because they are consumed a lot. But if you know that you are, then probably you could claim it. So which value propositions templates best fit the 6 techniques of writing a successful value proposition? You will find out if you're looking at the techniques, but there's one of the points of the techniques, for example, here is about a storytelling, and another is about the images. So the images and the narration, but the others link your brand to an equity, or link your brand equity. Here at the design, so maybe 1, 2, and 6 as techniques. This focusing on the 1 factor. This is focusing on clear evidential. This is focusing on the process value proposition, and this also. So these ones, you will find out that certain templates cover as many of these or focuses on some of these rather than the others. Okay, this would have been a very interesting question to ask in class and discuss with you in class. All right, this is it for this video. Thank you so much.